This winery in Oregon's Willamette Valley has been growing Pinot Noir grapes for decades, helping build the region's reputation for award-winning wines from fruit that favors cooler conditions. But vintners here and around the world are now grappling with the impact of a warming planet and what it means for their wines in an industry where a few degrees can make a big difference. Christine COLLIER remembers the moment she realized climate change was something her vineyard needed to take seriously.
Probably in the 2015 vintage. That vintage, we started harvesting on August 28th. And I have never been part of a harvest that was in August before. And in fact, as an Oregonian, usually we can be pretty lackadaisical into, I've done harvests where they didn't start until October. And so to be that caught off guard with that warm of a growing season was really kind of the aha moment that this, is serious and happening.
Willamette Valley Vineyards is now grafting different rootstocks onto vines to produce more heat-tolerant plants, pruning to better shade grape clusters, and buying land at higher elevations. Other Oregon winemakers are using the wind to hedge their bets, planting where coastal breezes mitigate the warming climate. Greg Jones is an expert on how climate change is affecting the global wine industry and says global warming is changing the playing field for wine lovers.
It used to be thought that the 50-degree parallel was the limit of viticulture worldwide, and now we're seeing vineyards planted up to 57 degrees in parts of Scandinavia, Nova Scotia, parts of Canada, up in British Columbia.
Vineyards in places like southern France, Italy, and Greece are increasingly being abandoned for cooler climates as part of a northern migration for winemakers in Europe. And in Great Britain, climate change has uncorked production of Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. In California, a newly designated wine-growing region called Petaluma Gap takes advantage of cooling breezes, firmly rooting the business in new areas of an already wine-rich state.
Clearly, we can't move the vineyards once they're planted, so we have to adapt to the changes that we're seeing. We have to be very mindful that the farming techniques have to change.
Adaptation that's full of intoxicating possibilities for some and sobering realities for others as temperatures continue to rise. Gillian Flackis, Associated Press, Turner, Oregon.